Welcome to Commissioner's Corner. I'm your host, Lois Leonard, and thank you for joining us. For many, home ownership is part of our American dream, but the process, at the very least, can be difficult and perhaps feel impossible to achieve. Today, we're going to discuss the challenges Boston faces, the challenges you face, and how the city is providing some answers. With us today in the studio, the director of the Boston Home Center, Maureen Flynn. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
You guys have your hands full and very busy, so I appreciate your time.
Sure, thank you.
So the Boston Home Center falls under the city's Department of Neighborhood Development. We'll refer to that as D&D down the road, okay? Yep. And their website states, I went online and I saw, quote unquote, "We want to make Boston the most livable city in the nation." So that's not going to be easy to achieve.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes, it's a big mission, and we have a good coverage of pretty much every aspect of community development and affordable housing that you could think of. So we have a division that works with and provides assistance to homeless families and individuals through partners, and we write a lot of grants and try to get as much money as we can for our partners. Then we have the Office of Housing Stability that serves folks that are at risk for homelessness and might be being evicted or losing their home for whatever reason. So that they provide a whole host of services. Our division deals with homeowners, both homeowners and home buyers. So we have two different units within our division. So we're considered the homeownership and home buying division, excuse me. And then we have neighborhood housing development, which does a lot of preservation of affordable housing that might be, at its we need to preserve it because it has long-term affordability on it, and we want to make sure it's preserved. And also we do new construction. So we assist both nonprofits and for-profits that want to build affordable housing. And then we have a smaller neighborhood homes initiative that builds housing on city-owned property and vacant lots. So we've got it covered.
So when I said you were busy, I wasn't kidding, right?
Yeah, we are very busy.
Right, very multifaceted. And so you need a lot of support. And in fact, the mayor is very supportive of our neighborhoods.
Yes.
And in his recent State of the City address, he announced his commitment to the city. So we're going to roll that. We'd like to see that. Let's watch.
Sure.
Housing is the biggest economic challenge our residents face. Since I took office, our city has built 2/3 of the new homes in the greater Boston area. And last year, 1/4 of our new homes were subsidized affordable homes. The data shows our strategy is working. Rents and home prices are stabilizing, but they're still too high for too many people. There's much more work to be done. So tonight, I'm announcing an unprecedented investment. $500 million over 5 years to create thousands of homes all across our city, affordable to a range of incomes, from our most vulnerable to the middle class. We'll start with $100 million of city resources that alone doubles our current investment. We'll generate additional revenue by working with the City Council to sell the Lafayette Garage downtown, and working with the state legislature to approve of the transfer tax we passed last month. That's a fee up to 2% only on sales above $2 million in Boston. We will renovate and build thousands of affordable homes for our seniors. We'll preserve public housing in our city, from Whittier Street in Roxbury to Mildred Haley in Jamaica Plain. And for the first time in Boston's history, we will issue city-funded rental vouchers so more low-income families can be stable and secure. We will also help thousands of more working people buy their first home. If you'd like to be a homeowner, but you're struggling with the prices in the process, contact the Boston Home Center. If you want to invest in Boston, we want to invest in you. Altogether, this is one of the most progressive housing policies in America, because we believe in a Boston where housing is more than a commodity, it's our community.
The mayor says he's told everyone to call you.
Yes, okay, and we love that.
We've got that on tape. You could say the Boston Home Center is sort of like a one-stop shopping for not just new home buyers, but owners as well. And your department does a lot, but one of the things they do is help actually purchase the home. So how do you help do that?
So we help in a bunch of different ways. First of all, we offer classes. So we have 3 nonprofits that have classes around the city pretty much every night of the week and on the weekends. So that's your first step. If you're looking for a home to buy in Boston, you want to go and take a class to get educated about what you should be looking for, who should be your team, how you get started, what banks are out there that participate with us. We have a bunch of participating lenders, and that's your first step. Go take a class. We also do counseling, one-on-one counseling on Tuesday nights downtown at 26 Court Street, where we're located, and you can come in and ask specific questions about maybe your specific situation. And then we also run the affordable housing lottery. So anytime affordable home ownership opportunities become available, we accept applications, and then we hold the lotteries for folks that might be eligible to purchase those homes. And then fourth, we offer down payment assistance, or we call it FAP, which is kind of hard to understand. It's the financial aid program, and we offer financial assistance to folks buying. So we'll give up to between 3% and 5% of a purchase price of a home in Boston.
The down payment aspect of it, for I think many, when they first start thinking about wanting to buy a home, that's got to be the biggest hurdle that people encounter. So, and I'm sure, how would one find out what the qualifications are in order to get aid for a down payment?
Sure. So the first thing that a home buyer would do after taking a class is go and talk to one of our participating lenders. We have the lenders on our website. There are about 30. And you want to go in and sit down and figure out what you could afford in terms of a house. So what kind of mortgage could you afford, and then that will set you up for going to shop. You should not go and shop for a house until you know what you can afford. That's the very first step. We come in and we provide this kind of gap at the end of the process. So once you've found a house and you know what you want to buy, and you have a commitment for a mortgage, then we'll come in and provide you with that gap up to a certain point, as long as you need it.
You mentioned earlier the neighborhood, how you help with the lottery process, city-owned land to developers, the Neighborhood Homes Initiative.
Yeah.
Can we talk about that a little
Sure.
bit more? That sounds very creative.
It is very creative. We have a number of city vacant-owned lots, and we are trying to put them to the best use possible. So we go out and talk to the neighborhoods about what they want to see on those lots, and we then partner with small private developers to build new construction on those lots. We have right now advertised on our website New England Heritage Homes. The lottery deadline application, I think, is March 30th. And folks can enter the lottery if they're income qualified. If you go to our website, you can see what the qualifications are in terms of income. But we have singles and 2-family homes available throughout the NHI program, and also within this particular project in New England Heritage Homes, which is located just outside of Codman Square, kind of in central Dorchester.
So if somebody is, this sounds exciting for someone.
Yeah,
anyone.
It's very exciting. Yeah.
So you have a great website, I'm sure,
Yes.
with a lot of information. Is that a good place to start?
Yes, it's absolutely a good place to start. We have, anytime we have a lottery, and you only have to fill out your lottery application once. So you go online at our website, find out what's available, and then we have our lottery application online. Fill it out, bring it in, or mail it, and you can be entered into the lottery and start the process.
And attend classes.
Absolutely,
It
attend
sounds like
classes.
Information is key, right?
Information is key.
It's so complicated sometimes.
Yeah. If someone buys a lottery home, they are also eligible to still get down payment assistance from us. So that's key sometimes to putting the whole deal together, because even though our homes are affordable homes that we produce through the NHI and our regular larger developments, they're below market prices. Folks can still need a little help to get into those units, so that's still available to them.
Okay, so another aspect of home ownership, unfortunately, are home improvements and
Yes.
maintenance. So
Yes.
there's something we don't think about right at the beginning, but
Right.
we all fall into. How can you help with that?
So we have a number of great programs on our home ownership side. We have a program called Homeworks /Help, that's what we call it. That's available for folks that Anyone can apply, but it's specifically, we have programs specifically for seniors, so that anyone can apply to this, but we offer up to $20,000 for home improvements for life and safety issues or code repair, something that maybe you've moved in and you think, oh my gosh, that furnace is about to go, I need to replace it, or the roof is leaking, I need to replace it. So it's not a program where we're able to do granite countertops, or if you just feel like you need a new kitchen. It's really for
I need a new kitchen.
it's really for those life and safety issues. It's a home repair program. So that's $20,000, up to $20,000 that you can apply for. If you live in a traditional 3-family triple decker, it goes up to $30,000. So that's a great program.
Yeah.
Then for our seniors, we have a senior minor repair program that we will do, like if a senior might have something like a leaky faucet or their toilet doesn't work, we'll come in through one of our contracted agencies and do the repairs for the senior at no charge to them. But those have to be small. And then we have what we call our senior mod repair program, which is a combination of loan and grant. HomeWorks Help is also a loan program. But the loans that we provide are 0%. They just sit on the house, and you don't ever have to pay them back until you sell or refinance.
So all of these things that you're offering, what comes to my mind is it's all wonderful preventative things.
Right.
Because we have homelessness as a problem,
Yes.
obviously, that we're working on. So everything must help towards the stability of our city.
Absolutely. We want our seniors and our homeowners, particularly our low and moderate income homeowners, to be able to stay in their homes. We don't want displacement, and it's really important. These programs are really important, particularly to seniors who sometimes, if they're low income, are putting an enormous amount of their budget towards heating. And we don't want that. So we offer a seniors save program that will replace their heating system if it's more than 12 years old. So that's a great way for a senior to stay in their home, get more money so that they can pay for medicine, food, whatever they need to pay for, not to have it go towards a heating bill.
So unfortunately, though, if someone is faced with foreclosure or getting close to foreclosure, you also have some assistance there.
We do. We have a foreclosure prevention program. We contract out with agencies to do that work, that counseling work. We also do some in-house as well, some of the more complicated cases. So that's foreclosure prevention, not just if you're behind on your mortgage and you thinking, I don't think things might work out, or I've just lost my job and I really don't think I can make that next payment. We want you to call us. When you think you're at the verge of being in trouble, we want you to call us. We of course will take calls anytime, but there's no point in waiting. If you're in trouble, call us. There's no problem with it. We will help you right away. Also, if you're in tax foreclosure or you can't pay your taxes, call us. We'll help you work something out with the city. That's really important, especially for seniors, to be able to work something out and to stay in their homes.
You mentioned classes earlier, and we were joking around a little bit about, but information is key. So let's talk a little bit more about the classes, if you would, and how you register for these classes. Sure. And are they held right at your offices?
Mostly they're held out in the neighborhood. So we have classes held in Dorchester, Allston, Brighton. There's some in East Boston, and some in Central too. So they're located all over the city, and you can register right on our website, so you can find a calendar of those classes. The classes are really in depth. I took one years before I bought, so I thought I was ready, and I wasn't quite ready. I had to get a few things worked out, but I took one at Allston Brighton CDC when I lived in Allston a long time ago, and it was great. I would carry around the info sheet in my purse and look at what I could afford and how much it was going to cost. So not only do you learn about the process, but you get to meet realtors and insurance brokers, and they talk to you about what's out there, what to look for in an insurance policy, and we have lenders come in and talk about the different products that are available. And if you don't mind, can I talk about a couple of the products that we love to promote? Okay, great. Yeah. So Mass Housing Partnership has a product called the One product, and it's a great mortgage. Folks don't have to pay PMI, which is private mortgage insurance, and it's available to anyone that's about 100% AMI or lower. Mass Housing also has great mortgage products too for first-time home buyers. we love those two products, and those are sold or retailed by our participating lenders.
So you're confident that you can recommend those programs?
Absolutely, and those are really good products. You don't have to pay as much, and the credit scores, at least for MHP's one product, are a little lower. So if you think my credit score isn't quite as high as I'd like it to be, you can check out the one product. It's a very good product.
And then you can, as your credit score improves, you can always go back.
That's right.
And at least you get a base for where you stand.
That's right.
As you get closer to, that home purchase.
Yes, and we have a new program coming out too, and I want to go back to the credit issue as well. So we have a product called the One Plus Boston product, and it's a program. It's brand new, and we're going to roll it out on March 16th. We're going to be talking about it on March 14th on Saturday, and I know we're going to talk later about what event is happening then. This is a game changer. It's going to be a permanent reduction in the interest rate that someone could get through a one program product, which is already a little bit lower. This is going to be even a lower percentage rate than that, combined with more down payment assistance from us. So
I should come to you guys.
So this is going to be available to folks that are 100% AMI or lower and currently live in the city of Boston.
To interrupt.
Yep.
AMI. What do you mean?
Sorry,
by that?
area median income.
Okay.
And for a family of three right now, that's about $97,000.
Okay.
So it's around there. So it's available to current City of Boston residents because the mayor is absolutely excited and firm about the fact that he wants the rate of homeownership to increase among Bostonians. And this is one way to do that. We think it's a pretty powerful tool. This will give folks more buying power in the market, and we're really excited that we're rolling it out and that it's available now. So with our partners at MHP.
So we can go back to the credit rating.
Yes.
Yeah, talk to me.
So a lot of folks, including many of my friends, don't want to know about their credit score.
Oh, yeah, of course we don't.
They don't even want to know what it is. And when I ask, well, what's your credit? I mean, I try not to ask this in polite, when we're, at dinner or whatever, but, do you know what your credit score? And people say no. And I said, it's one of the most important numbers you'll know in your life, other than maybe your blood pressure, right? Or your pulse rate. So it's really important to know. It affects everything that you buy now. Most things that you buy. It can affect interest rate that you get on your credit card. It can affect whether you can rent. Believe it or not, some landlords are pulling credit reports now, and it definitely affects what kind of loan you can get, what kind of to buy your home. So the very first thing is figure out what it is, know what it is, and then if you're not happy with it or you think, oh, gee, it's a little lower than I want, work on it. And we have credit counseling classes available to folks. Urban Edge has a great, they have like a credit boot camp that someone can go to, and we also have, the city has the Office of Financial Empowerment. You can go there and learn about your credit and figure out ways to get it up. It doesn't take that long to make small improvements.
Right.
And once you're there, you're there.
And some of the things you can do are baby steps. It's not like a major upheaval of your life that you need to.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
And folks think, well, I don't even want to bother trying because it's not going to make a difference. It absolutely makes a difference, and we're here to help you figure out ways that you can improve your credit score and get that good loan, because we want folks in good loans that are low cost and will help them keep in their homes for 30 years.
Great. Good to know. Thank you.
Sure.
And another wonderful thing you guys offer at Court Street is once you've graduated from these classes that you offer, it doesn't end there. People can just drop in for some added counseling.
Yes,
right?
on Tuesday nights, I think it's the second or third Tuesday, it's on our website. They can drop in for one-on-one counseling after they take the basic class and talk about their situation and really get some information on whatever is going on for them. Maybe they're having a problem finding a home. Maybe they're thinking, I don't know if I want a fixer-upper. Maybe I should go to a condo. I'm not really sure. How does that work? We'll answer all your questions. So we're here to help.
So we mentioned earlier that the Boston Home Center, you're the director of, is part of the bigger Department of Neighborhood Development. So I know you guys work closely, of course. And there's a few other things that I've been reading about that you have to offer. There's housing search workshops.
Yes.
I think that sounded pretty neat.
So our Office of Housing Stability runs housing search for both tenants and if folks want to buy too, but mostly focused on folks that are looking for another place to live, to rent. So they do housing search workshops at night and on the weekends. They have a few coming up at the libraries. They don't have it listed right now, but it should be on our website pretty soon as to where and when those are. They will also come out and do a housing search workshop if you have a group of folks maybe at a school or a community center or wherever that might be interested in having a search workshop. They will come out and do that.
Wonderful. And you mentioned earlier renters, that there's a lot of assistance for not just buyers, but for renters too. Can you speak for those renters who are in financial trouble?
So for renters that are in financial trouble, again, the Office of Housing Stability does offer a crisis hotline and counseling. So if you call 617-635-4200, there are folks that are there that will answer the phone and talk to you. You can come in and get some help that way too. They have available some emergency rental assistance. If someone was in trouble, they would talk to a counselor at our Office of Housing Stability and just figure out what's the best route to get a situation taken care of. So we also have some help for landlords and figure out how to manage tenants and what are good ways to maintain their home, the rental housing. So we have resources for landlords too.
And teach both the renters and the landowners to be good partners.
Yes.
That's what they are. It's a partnership.
Yes, it's absolutely a partnership.
Yeah.
So, and one relies on the other. So it's, yeah.
And we mentioned, of course, how supportive the mayor is in our neighborhoods. In fact, he recently made another announcement about some funding. So we're going to watch that right now.
We're announcing $69 million in affordable housing in the city. It's going to preserve over 1,100 units of housing. The growth of our city is also the economic strength of our city, which allows us to invest in projects and create this number today. If we didn't have what was going on in the city of Boston with growth, we don't have the celebration of the 1,100 units. Whether growth is happening or not, the need is going to be there still. So when you think about how do you capitalize on that growth, this is how we're capitalizing on that growth. The funding is going to go to affordable housing projects all across the city, from Hyde Park to Eastie to Charlestown to Brighton to right here in JP. It's going to bring home ownership and rental opportunities. It's going to, obviously we know this, going to help working families. It's going to help young people aging out of foster care. It's going to help formerly homeless individuals, seniors who want to stay in their community, and people who want to call Boston their home.
So tell me, what does this new funding mean to you and to your office?
So this new funding is wonderful. It's, I think, the highest amount of funding that we've received at one time. It comes from three sources, some city and state funding, from the Neighborhood Housing Trust Fund, and then wonderfully the Community Preservation Act funding, which is new as of last year. We're so excited about that. So all combined, this funding will create about 1,100 units of housing, most of which will be affordable to folks that are below 60% area median income. So that's really reaching lower income, to help lower income folks. It's a combination of rental and homeownership opportunities, and we are so excited that the mayor was able to put this together, put it out, and we're going to get going on building housing. The announcement was made on Friday, the awards for the funding. So a number of nonprofits and some small for-profit developers were awarded the funds. The Boston Home Center got some money too to help with the product that I just mentioned, the One Plus Boston product. So we're thrilled with it.
You have your work cut out for you, spending that money.
Yes, we do. We do.
I'm sure you'll do that well.
Yes.
But before I let you go, I wanted to ask you, there's a really exciting new opportunity coming up through the Boston Home Center.
Yes, we are very excited. The mayor puts on at least 2 big expos per year. We had one in the fall that was very successful, and we're having one on March 14th at the Reggie Lewis Center from 9 to 1. Both home buyers and home owners and tenants we welcome everyone. At that day, on that day, we will be having workshops on the new One program on how to age in place. So things that you can do if you want to stay in your home and you're getting a little older, maybe your mobility is a little decreasing a little bit. It's also how to make your home more accessible. So things like grab bars, putting lights at a lower level, light switches at a lower level, just simple things that you can do to be able to age in place, something I think about. So we'll have a workshop on that. We're going to have a workshop on how to greenovate your home. So if you're thinking of rehabbing and you want to use green products, what are some of those products that are out there and ways to really greenovate your home, things that maybe people didn't think about. And then we also have how to put your home buying team together, because you need a team to buy a house. You need your realtor, your lender, an insurance broker. So how do you put your team together? So we're going to have between, I think, 6 and 8 workshops. It's a lot. And then there'll be all of our participating lenders are there, so you can talk to them about what their products are. It's a great day. So, I think we're going to have a housing search session there as well. So it's a great day. We usually have hundreds of folks there, and there's good giveaways too. We have shopping bags that are insulated. No, we can't give away a house, but we have shopping bags that are insulated. There's really great giveaways that day too.
Great. It's something for everybody.
There is something for everyone, and we really love that the mayor does this, so we're really excited about it.
Is it helpful to pre-register?
It is absolutely helpful to pre-register, so you can go on our website again and register for the day and then an individual workshop, because the workshops fill up actually pretty quickly.
And what's the price?
The price is $0.
Okay.
0, 0, 0, 0.
Good.
So yeah.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us. We
joining us.
We really appreciate it, and we're really excited to work on the mayor's 2030 plan and spend all the money that he's put forth for us to spend. So we're really excited.
That's wonderful. We're going to have to get back together at the end of the year and see how that went.
That would be good. That would be great.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you
so much. And in case you're joining us after March 14th, please visit the website to learn more about what the Boston Home Center has to offer. And today's message, you're not alone. The American dream, your Boston dream, may be more realistic than you think. Take advantage of all the city has to offer in information, support, and tangible assistance. When you succeed, the city also flourishes. I hope you found today's conversation helpful, and we'll look forward to seeing you next time. I'm Lois Leonard with Commissioner's Corner.